Joy is mine and love is mine.
Thank you for being ever ready. You like my dog, people. Always there. Yeah? Hey, want a photo? Okay. Let me. All right, good. People think that I'm trying to make my hair different all the time. Or I cut my hair, and it's not like that. Before I wear short hair, you know? So this one is short, yeah? So because they say it looks good like that. And after it grow longer, this hair also grow a little longer, but still short, yeah? So they think I arrange it like that. It's not true. It just came out. It still looks good, so I didn't cut it. Huh? I keep it like that. Okay. 6 hours meditation. Whew. He's still working with this anyway. Yeah, but this one's bigger, huh?
Maybe switch it on just in case.
Yeah, I need it. Maybe better. But this one has better quality, right? Yeah, that's the thing. But it doesn't go higher, the volume.
Yeah, we can turn high.
Yeah, please, don't do that. Is it better now? As high as possible. More. That's the highest?
Yeah, without feeding back, yeah.
Okay. Without feeding back? Okay.
Yes.
We don't want feedback, do we? No.
No.
Okay. Now, I'm going to listen to you. So whatever you want to say to me, you tell me. Okay? Now is your time to talk. Do you want to say anything? Any questions? Yeah, come. Go ahead. Give a microphone. Now everybody crawls back here. Huh? Yeah. Tell me.
Master, I just want to say thank you for inviting Africa. It's really wonderful to be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. They say too late, right?
No, it was good enough. At least we made it. I mean, it was really tight. We got the news on the Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Monday we managed to arrange our tickets.
Oh.
And the Tuesday we flew.
Okay.
And there were some people that are foreigners in our country from other African countries that struggled with visas, so they couldn't make it.
Oh, because I told them, I said Europe, but then later I said, more, because Europe is not that great in numbers, so we can have other countries coming, if we have room.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Master.
So kind of late, huh? South Africans don't need visas?
We do, and people that needed the visas managed to get them. But some of us had Italian passports, so there were 3 practitioners that had Italian passports, and it was very easy for us to come. And another brother who is South African, he managed, and actually 3 practitioners got the Schengen visa very easily in like a day.
Oh.
So we had a lot of your blessing, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Welcome home. Anyone else? Anybody else? Yeah.
Master, you have found the best place in the world ever.
This is the best place?
Near, yeah.
Near you, but not...
Many girls said yesterday that it is very near us, but it is the most beautiful in Europe. I don't know.
Is it?
I never saw him before, but I was in the middle of the lake, swimming there, and everybody was so kind. Even the fishes, even the trees.
They're friendly.
Yeah, everything.
Is it good for you?
And people around, yeah.
I'm glad. Oh, you don't know. Only one was not very friendly. Wasn't, but after, yes.
We didn't met him.
Because when I bought this place, I just paid for it, like that. Normally, people pay in stages, a little bit first, and after, I say, never mind, I just write it all in one go, easier, yeah? So I don't have to come back and sign again and again, because I live very far. And at that time, I didn't know much about airplanes, these connections or trains, anything, because mostly I do it alone. If I tell everybody, please look for this, look for airplane connections for me, book tickets and all that, then everything goes wrong again. Mostly I have to do things absolutely alone in order to keep quiet from the negative power. Yeah, so it hears nothing. It knows nothing. It's better. But sometimes I have to go through other people, you know. Anyway, this time I had to do it alone. And I didn't even know the connection here. I just went by car. It was very long, long drive and tiring. So I didn't want to keep going back and forth again. Back and forth many times already. So I paid all in one go. And then the lady of the house, you know, was feeling very suspicious. She squeezed me, you know, with a lot of questions. Why? Why are you buying it? What for? Where were you born? Were you really born there? And she checked my passport, everything. And she squeezed me so much, even the lawyer, the notar, her notar, not mine. I don't even know anybody here. So wherever they took me to sign, I sign it. I'm simple, you know. I'm just an old country woman. I'm not so complicated and suspicious of people ever. Yeah, and it was so nice. I said, okay, I like your house. Okay, I buy it. That's it. Very simple. And then she began to feel very suspicious about me. And then she squeezed me even in front of the notar. He's also a lawyer. So the lawyer was very disturbed. He said, everything is okay. Why are you asking so much? Because she had asked the lawyer, why don't you squeeze her? You know, like ask me many questions first. Is that it? You just tell her to sign, that's it? And I already gave them my passport and, you know, everything. You know, if the money didn't come, then it didn't come. You know, how else could he prove me? Yeah, the passport was brand new with the hologram picture, everything, you know, made in England. And he looked everywhere, you know, and everything was open. And she said, you don't ask her anything? That's it. You don't interrogate, you know, that kind of. So anyway, the lawyer was fed up. He said, everything is okay. What else do you want me to ask? This is very good for you. She pays the price and she pays everything at once. You should be very happy. Should be thankful to God. There's no more questions. He protected me because he was so all nonsense, you know. And I said, yeah, he's right. I'm good for you. I'm really good for you. And your lawyer is also very good for you. He arranged everything for your convenience. And the realtor is also very good for you. We are all very good for you. Yeah? You just sit and wait. Yeah, and then the money will come. And she keep asking. Oh, she never had it so good, you know. Most people, they because she says she wanted 10,000 more euros. I said, okay, why not? Okay, 10,000 more euros, fine. And then she began to feel more suspicious, you know. What kind of woman who's so stupid like this? Must be something wrong with her. Must be something wrong with me. She looked at the figure and she wanted more money because she had to pay for this and that. I said, okay, why not? So I put more 10,000 and then she began to ask more questions. Where were you born? What's your father doing? What's your mother doing? Where are they now? Where are your sisters? You have a brother? You have a husband? Why not? All kinds of things. Is the so-called driver, is he your boyfriend? By the way, is he your boyfriend? I said, no, he has a wife at home. She said, why is the wife not here? I said, she doesn't need to be here. Where is she? She stays home. She's also with me. They're both with me. She has to stay home because I'm gone. She has to take care of my dogs. How many dogs you have? Why so many? You know, how many and then why so many? Yeah. And why doesn't the wife come? You know? And she began to say all kinds of fabricated stories like I'm going with this guy for holiday and cheating his wife, you know. He's one of my disciples. And for God's sake, I don't think he's my type. Even if she was right, I don't think he's my type. I cannot bear how she even thought of the impossible. I don't know. She must have been a kind of, how you say, science fiction writer in a former life. Or maybe this life as a hobby. Or maybe she watched too much criminal television. or fiction television, or she read a lot of gossip newspapers, you know, those those magazines that will say who's with who, you know, who's not with who's divorced and who's married, whatever, you know. So, it was very difficult for me to bear all that. And she didn't just ask with a friendly tone. She asked like the police. Oh, my God. But finally, she was kind of okay. And then I invited her for dinner, you know. And then she saw that I don't drink wine, I don't eat fish. People, animals, people, meat, anything. I'm just vegan. And she said, oh, my necklace was very nice. I took it off and gave it to her. She said, oh, no, it's very expensive. I said, you are more expensive. Just a joke, you know. She likes it. Like, it's very dear, you know. I say, you are more dear to me. Play on words, you know. You're more dear to me than this. I have a lot more at home, don't worry. So we're very happy after a while, you know. And she gave me some wine. I didn't take it. I gave it back to the agent. I said, we don't drink wine, you know. Not even a drop, just to try a little bit. It's an aperitif. No, not even that. Just try this, it's very good. Not even that, no thank you. We don't like to kill. I said, we don't like to kill animals, people. We don't like to kill others, and we don't like to kill ourselves. Alcohol kills your brain. I took the opportunity to lecture her back about all the good things instead of squeezing people. I said, you know, this is not good, that's not good. Why don't we eat animal people? Because of compassion, we live and we want others to live. Yeah, why don't we drink alcohol? Because it kills your brain. You have so little brain. I said, why you kill it? I mean, you all together, like us, you know. Anyway, and when you drink, you drive, and you might kill other people, passengers, or other car drivers, yeah? Or when you lost your mind, you might even kill deliberately, you know? When you're drunk, so all this is not good for us, so we avoid it. We avoid it to protect ourselves and to protect other people. And then she began to feel, oh, this woman maybe not too bad. she began to feel maybe I was not that bad, you know, the way she thought. So she got friendly. So next time, she invited me to this house again to have a look. I said, no, I looked at everything already. I don't need to look a lot. I just look one time, 2 times, enough already, yeah? And I'm happy with it. She said, but anytime you want to come back, look, you can. I said, yeah, I know that. Thank you very much. And so next time I went to sign. That's it. I didn't even come back here to get the key or anything. I delegated to somebody else, one of you here. And then I told them how to do, what to repair and do something, you know, open windows and all that upstairs, make it more bright upstairs because it's only an attic and it was just bare. There was nothing there, no floor. She just kept things up there, you know, like a storage. So we attempted to do that, and then, I repaired the roof. Also, the roof was even leaking and all that, you know. And clean up, wash up and change carpet, whatever, everything we did, All right, so I didn't come. And then she was kind of crying, hey? She was crying on the phone. She wanted to speak to me, you know, through the person who came for the key, because she couldn't bear it that I didn't come to even get the key. What kind of woman who doesn't care? Gives more money, gives jewelry, doesn't come to get the key when you get the house. And she made me wait for a long time, many months, because she says she must look for another place and blah, 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 blah. And also she has clients to take care. I said, of course you do that, of course. And as soon as you're ready, you tell us. She says she didn't even know when. At first she said, how long? And then later she extends it longer, more money, but don't want to go quick. And then so I said, never mind, you take your time, because I think she's an old lady, you know? Why do I hustle her, yeah? And it must be very difficult for her to leave a place that she has been working for all her life, you know, almost. So I said, take your time, and even if you reconsider, you don't want to sell at all because you feel it's your sentimental place, then please let me know. I just re-signed it. That's it, okay? Don't worry, everything is fine. So she kept extending on the date. I said, okay, when you're ready, you just call my nota and tell him that you're ready to sign. No rush, no hurry, take your time, okay? Okay, fine. And then finally, I signed the date. I came to sign, and then she squeezed me so much. And so next time, I just asked somebody to come and get the key and repair, you know? I just gave the money for them to repair, yeah? Because there was nothing here for them, you know? They didn't even have a car. We had to buy a little car so people can come. So your sisters and brothers can go buy food shopping, you know, to eat, no? Otherwise, how? They walk to the supermarket. It's very far, yeah? And then they repair it, you know. It was very nice of them, and now you have a better place, eh? Yeah. But that woman, she was crying on the phone when I didn't come. I only know you. I don't know this lady. I said, hey, you will know her now. She's very nice, and she's one of your countrymen, so you trust her better, no? You know, I trust you. I trust you more. I said, don't worry, she's my confidant. Yeah, you just give her the keys, and I signed the paper already. Don't worry about it, because my arm was broken at that time. I could not even sign with the right hand. I had to sign with the left hand. I say, but then I talked to you, I talked to the lawyer, everything is okay. Yeah, so she was crying, said, when will you come back? This is the second person who cried over me not coming back. There was one more in Canada like that. First they were squeezing me and did all kinds of things to me, even kicked me out of the rented house because I had dog people. And they were scared that the dog people would scare the neighbors and all that. And then I had to go in a trailer park to stay all the time. It was very cold already, October already, until the house was ready. Because we signed already, yeah, but the money had not come, and it's not just money, it's the bureaucracy, you know. It took maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks to get the house. That time I bought a house in Canada. This is a long story. Okay, you just know I bought one, but I sold it already. Don't dream about it. It was a very good house next to it's an industrial town, but it's next to the beach, you know, very nice. On the water. But it's very cheap there. It's a common house, a wood house, like Canada. Because I had dogs and pet people at that time. I needed to house them. Otherwise, I didn't have to even stay in Canada. But that was also very difficult. It's a very difficult story again. And meanwhile, I stay in a trailer park, eh? Yeah. And then later, when I sold the house, I didn't come back to sell. I delegated, you know, one of the residents. And that lady and the gentleman, they both were crying, Sai, why you don't come? Why is she not coming back again? What for? Oh my God, just to sell the house? You know what I mean? And they were crying every time they talk about me, during all the time that the selling was going on. The resident had been with them every day, you know, almost every day until the house was sold, and they were crying all the time. And later she told her, your boss, because I say this, my secretary, they told the secretary, your boss is very powerful, you know. All the time she was here, she worked with me, I saw it. She was doing all kinds of charity work, and she didn't want anybody to know about it. That's number one thing. But she trusted us, and she went with us shopping and went find out where the poor people were and all that. And but she's very powerful. Whatever she wants, she gets. You know, I noticed that. Well, who is she? Who's your boss? So the resident, you know, so-called secretary said, she's just a very nice lady. She likes to help people. And they were crying all the time. Same with this owner of the house. At first, very suspicious and harsh to me, and later, very nice. Touch and crying and all that. Just to show you how much love is missing in this world. You know, this is not their fault that they are suspicious like that. It's just because they have not been treated kindly all their lifetime. Understand? They have never encountered people who are genuine or kind to them, or really just are not all about money, because they're business people and they earn a living very hard sometimes. Even the realtor, you know, to sell a house, you have to show maybe sometimes 100 houses. And the client say, no, I don't want this, I don't want that. And sometimes they don't even know what they want, you know. So this realtor was also very surprised that I just saw it, and then I got it. I didn't ask questions so much, and everything was okay, you know. Because I know a house is a house, you know, it's never to your taste. right? Unless you build it yourself. And even then, the builder sometimes might change it, or influence you to build something that later you regret. So if you want to buy a perfect house, I think you need to wait a little while until you go to heaven, no? So I never really questioned a lot, and, like splitting hairs and all that, So if I buy a house and I feel, okay, it's comfortable for us, there's enough room for everybody, I consider first for everybody if there's room or not. If not you, then my dog people, my team nearby, my people who work around me. Otherwise, I don't consider anything else. The house is safe and has enough room. Yeah? And it has the basics, hot water, heater, electricity, water, and rooms. That's it, And if there's anything else you don't like, of course you can change it. But who cares? What for change anything? Unless the roof's leaking, of course we repair it. And the carpets were old and, of course, worn out, then we change it. For cleanliness, And of course, if the paint is not good, then we repaint it. Yeah, just fit enough for you to come. Just a little decent, basic. There's no luxury here. Yeah, we don't want any. What for? You close your eyes all day, or you see nothing. The luxury. Should I put a gold statue here? It matters nothing to you. Right? If I put an antique or anything, we will have to throw it out so that we can have room to sit. So what's the use of anything at all? Yeah. The purpose is just for you to come and be comfortable. Yeah? Okay. Are you comfortable, by the way? Yes. You are, yeah? So do treat people with kindness, This is the lesson. Yeah, okay. After the kindness, they will get used to it. And they will think, oh, there are some kind people after all. Like yesterday, there was a taxi driver who took me only halfway. And then he didn't have time anymore. He said he had to run. And he arranged for another colleague to come and pick me up, the woman, the lady who came yesterday. It was my second driver. Even from Klagenfurt to here, I needed 2 taxis. What a time. 2 taxis. You understand this? If he didn't have time, then he could have told me. No, he took me, and then halfway through, he returned me. He said, oh, I had to arrange for another woman to take you because I think I couldn't make it anyway. First, he liked to take me very much. He said, oh, I would really like to take you this beautiful lady, but I really can't. So he wanted to take me so much. So I said, oh, just come in. He arranged and sit for me to sit. And then halfway through, he brought me back. He said, no, I don't have time. I must pick up my client from the airport. I can't let him sit there. First, he really wanted to, But later on, he woke up and he said, no, he could not. I think I must have blinded him. He looked at the watch, but he still told me to get in. He knew where I was going to go on his taxi, and then he brought me back and then called the other taxi to come to pick me up. But even then, I still gave him some money after, So I gave the tip to the lady. And then I said, but, you give the other one, 10 euros, because I had only 5 euros with me in my pocket at that time. The rest were big bills, and I didn't want it. They had not ever seen it. 500 euro bill. I say, see, this is why I could not give him the tip. She said, oh, I never seen this. I heard about it. I said, well, if you take a big sum like 10,000 from the bank, then they will give you 500 euro bill, so you don't have to put a lot of money in your pocket. Because sometimes I need it for business, buying big things. She said, yeah, I understand, but I have never seen it. I said, okay, look at it. And she touched it. So I even gave her money to give to the first taxi driver, because at least he arranged another taxi for me, At least he showed his willingness and friendliness. He didn't have to do that. Also, he could have just dropped me there. There was no other taxi around there. And I would have been standing there waiting also, So he arranged a car, and when we arrived, she picked me up immediately. So that was very efficient of him. Yeah, very nice of him. And also he was very nice to his client, even though he was so, blinded into taking me into his cab. But afterward, he said, no, he's my client. I cannot let him stand in the airport, or cannot arrange. I said, can you not arrange for another colleague to pick him up instead? And then you can still continue to take me to my place. He said, no, he's my client. I better take care of him. So you see what I mean? I said, I will give you more money later because, look, I have only 500 bills. Yeah, I cannot give you more. I have only like $7 with me. But he said, okay, 5 is enough, good enough. I said, no, I will send you another 10, yeah? Because you wasted your time. I made you hectic like this for me. Thank you anyway. So he couldn't believe it. And the woman also couldn't believe it because I said, okay, the fee is only about 50 something. And I said, okay, but I don't have money. Can somebody lend me some? She asked how much. I said, maybe 70, 80 something. And the taxi driver, the woman said, about 100. I said, okay, 100. Break it down. So I gave it all to her later. And she couldn't believe it, you know. Well, she asked for it, no? And then she couldn't believe it. I said, but give 10 euros to your colleague, the man who calls you, a commission. For business connection, no? Anyway, she could not believe it. I said, oh, never mind, it's normal, you know, because you have a child. I have a son who studies and she's alone, she's a widow, you know, and she works even Saturday, Sunday. And she works as a taxi driver and she works as another job just to raise her son. So I said, it's okay, you're a good woman, it's all right, don't worry. So I invited her for a drink and gave her a lot of fruits and candies, cakes, cookies to bring home. And she was always, mein Gott, mein Gott, mein Gott. Very nice. Just to show you how much kindness is lacking in the world. You see what I mean? And same with the driver in another city or the conductor on the train and all that. He couldn't believe I pay all that money, even though, you know, he said I didn't need to. But I said, before I came in here, I told you that I would take the whole cabin just to be alone for a while, if you have it. And you say yes, but I have to pay more expensive. I said, of course, and I promised you to pay, so now I have to pay. He said, oh, you say like that, but it's legal. He said like that. I said, no, it's not legal. You have to pay what you have to pay, yeah? Because he's a Muslim. I said, because Allah is looking at you all the time. You have to be correct. You have to do what you must do, even if nobody knows. He said, nobody knows. I said, Allah knows. Huh? So after a while, I said, please take it. You know, help me to be correct. And later on, after a while, he took it. But he couldn't believe it. He kept asking me to take it back because it's so much money. He said, it's very expensive. I said, I knew it. I knew it before I entered here. Not that you dragged me in or you cheated me anything. Yeah, I knew it. And it's okay, I have money to pay. If I don't have, of course, I would accept it as God's gift. But God already gave me the money to pay for it. So I don't want to take another gift from that. Anyway, so just to show you that this lady, she worked here all her life, you know, to earn her money. And she met you. Can you imagine how many kinds of people? Because this is a hotel, you know. You meet all kinds of people. But even then, she's so suspicious. You understand me? She meets all kinds of people. So that means she has not met kindness. Yeah? She has not met it. People just come and, you know, bargain as much as possible to get a cheap price or whatever. Or, you know, treat her like, okay, I come and pay money, I expect this, I expect that, maybe. But they have probably not been kind to her. Maybe not. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been so suspicious, you know. If you own a hotel and you see that kind of money, it's normal, no? You want to sell a hotel, that's the kind of money you expect, and that's the kind of money people would give to you. So why is it so suspicious, you know? For example, eh? Yeah. So it's very difficult for people to live in this world because kindness is very rare, yeah? So wherever I can, I make people happy. A taxi driver or a bus conductor with whom I never meet again. If I have some chocolate box with me, I would give them some. Or the stewardess on an airplane, if I have chocolates, I share them with them. It might not be a lot because I cannot carry a lot, but just maybe a bar or something like that. Or a cleaner at the airport, I just give them a bar of chocolate. If I have a small bar, I give small. If I have big, I give big. Or the sellers in the shop, I buy some chocolate and then return her one box. And they're all very, very surprised and happy. Can you imagine? Nobody ever did that. You know, on Mother's Day or any day, I just do it any day. Because sometimes my family is big, 10 dog people, 10 bird people, and how many people, sometimes a lot. So I buy a lot sometimes. And she keeps tipping and pushing the things away and puts in the back. It's very tiring for the arms. Do you understand that? The person who do that all day long, non-stop in a supermarket. Imagine it's you. Imagine it, okay? So I always ask them if their arms is all right, it's not too tired because you work all day. She said, oh, nobody ever asked me like that. Of course it's very tired, but I have to work. And then I would return to her a box of fanciful chocolate, a good one. Or if I don't have, I run back into the shop again and find the chocolate counter, buy a good one, the best one I can find, but decent size. Not too big so that she doesn't feel too intimidated and worry about the boss, So I bought just the right size and gave to her and said, this is to thank you from all of us, customers. And she was very happy. Or a cashier or the person who helped me to bring the shopping out or anybody, just to spread kindness. Maybe they don't need it. Nobody expects anything. Taxi drivers don't expect so much tip, but I give more. Or I give chocolate or cakes, whatever I have with me, just to spread kindness, just to make this world a happier place to live for everyone. So I do that all the time to strangers. This is, some people call it, how you say, random kindness. Yeah, just do it any way you can. It doesn't have to be expensive, okay? If you don't have a lot of money, it doesn't have to be expensive. Just a small bar of chocolate, yeah? A few candies, anything you have. Or if you don't have, then be very kind and humble, very grateful to them and say, oh, you do a good job. Yes, and you are very kind, you are very helpful. I don't know how to thank you. May God bless you and your family. And some kind words are also very beautiful. It doesn't have to be always chocolate. Yes, but I also give physical, kind words. Also, and because I can afford it, I give also physical evidence of it. And I say, hey, you go home and have a tea break with your family later. Or here is for you, when you have a coffee break, you can share it with your colleagues and all that. And they like it very much, yeah? Of course, chocolate is nice. It's not just because of kindness only, but chocolate people like, no? Or cakes, yeah? They like, no? Yeah. People like. So this is what we should do, because I realize how important it is to be kind to people. It's very important. It lifts up their life, their day. Yeah? And then maybe they look back at their job and say, it's not that bad. People appreciate it very much, my job. Normally he might take it for granted. Stretch it out, stretch it. Stretch your legs out if you want, okay? The one who can. Put it on the shoulder of the one who's in front. Put your legs up, that's it. Yeah, don't be too tired, okay? Yeah, don't be too tired. Anyway, where were we? Huh? Yeah, it's important to be kind to people all the time, yeah? Yes, all the time. Even if sometimes they are grumpy to you. Like, I've been running from one terminal to another, and finally I found the real place to check in, yeah? But then there were 2 or 3 counters, all saying business class, and then one is a business and economy together. So I thought that's okay also. I came over, and then she just shut it, walk in. So I walked back into my line next door, and a man just walked in front of me and said, I'm before you. I said, okay, go ahead, please. Other customers all saw it, and they were smiling at me. They said, I saw it. He said, I saw it. I said, never mind, I've been waiting all afternoon and wasting many hours already. So a few more minutes, it won't hurt me. Let him, okay? And then another woman came running. Are you in a hurry? Are you in a hurry? Can I cut in? I said, oh, you can, please. Please cut in. And then I said to the man behind me, I said, I have to be behind you now because I I give my place to this lady, so I will be behind you. I said, no, don't worry. I'm also like you. I don't care anymore. So, okay, we became friends after, talking a little bit about weather stuff. Wow, waiting for 3-4 hours. So many things to talk about. History of mankind. Anyway, and then afterward, it was written in nonsense in a newspaper and waiting. And it turned out after a while, anyway, the plane didn't go. Waiting. So the man who cut in front of me, he bumped into me and he smiled at me, and I smiled at him back. Fine. And then later the airplane returned to the airport anyway, and he passed me by, Bruce. And I said, hey, why are you in a hurry now? Yeah, my God, people are just so funny, don't you think? Grown-up people are so funny, and they blame the children. Yes, it's so funny. So that's how things are. People are so used to being competitive, kill others to live, even not to kill animals, people to kill each other, kill colleagues, kill fellow passengers just to walk on, you know what I mean? And there's no hurry anywhere. Everybody's going to Vienna, on that plane, and everybody's waiting. So he knew I just stepped aside for 2 seconds, and I stepped back. And he took my place. He said, no, you are behind me. I said, okay, go ahead. I feel, what a funny world, I mean, I would never do that, to my fellow passengers. And there's no hurry going anywhere. The whole queue is behind you. The plane won't leave without you, without so many customers, because we still had time. We had 2 hours for check-in. And later we waited many more hours. Yeah, I hope this guy learned the lesson. No matter how hurried you are, if you're not going, you're just not going, baby. That's that. So much of pushiness, pushing, and then he returned back to where he was, square one. I hope he really learned his lesson now. Actually, I forgot to tell you. When he was smiling at me, I had about 5 bars in my little bag. I gave him 1 bar just to revenge for his unkindness to me. I hope that will sweeten his temperature in the future with other passengers and other fellow human beings, I'm sure it will. So it's very nice to have some chocolate. I don't know what else. There must be more nicer chocolates, but that one was also light because it was wafer. I can't afford to carry a lot. I have only a small handbag, but this size with all kinds of things in it already, yeah? But I always have some chocolate in case I see some crying children. I give it to them, yeah? Some stressed out old woman or something, or complaining customers, I always give them. And yesterday, I lost my sunglasses also because the girl was crying in emergency there. She was very afraid. She's teenage, about 11 years old. And she was crying, and she was so stressed. So I said, hey, look, I have sunglasses. Yeah. And I put it on yourself, and you see it become dark, and you don't see anything anymore. And it will be no problem. No matter, it's all the same, all dark. You don't see people crying, jumping, anything. So she put it on. I said, wow, who is this pretty princess? And then she smiled, and then everything was better. And she went back to her seat. Yeah, and it was okay. So that's the only thing I could give her from my bag at that time, because no more chocolates. I don't have any fancy thing in my bag, but sunglasses, yeah. Teenagers love it, anything, just put it on. I said, oh, this is the latest, it's very cool. And she was very happy, yeah. I calmed her down, and she went back to her mother, yeah, or whoever, because the stewardess was trying to calm her and put her in their seat and all that, but she wasn't calm. She kept crying. Not loud, yeah, but she was obviously very, very stressed, yeah, very worried, very upset because of the news that the airplane didn't go, that the airplane was having trouble and going back to the original airport and not going back to her home. She was so scared, very, very scared. Mensch. Yeah, so it's good to have a couple of sunglasses in my bag next time. Chocolate doesn't last forever. I keep giving, you know. Originally, I was very tired and I hadn't eaten for a long time. So I thought maybe I would eat vegan chocolate to make me happy. That's what people say, you know. Normally I don't ever eat chocolate unless it's Christmas. You know, everybody eats chocolate. So I eat one. But I hadn't eaten for a whole day, you know. Very tired. And nothing there was vegan. I didn't want to eat, actually, just something. But I ended up giving it all out. I didn't even have a bite. Because I always saw somebody who needed it more than I did. Yeah. So I ended up having nothing to begin with. And then when I needed to give it to that girl, I had nothing anymore. Because we were already on the airplane, you know, and it was chaotic and they didn't sell chocolate. It was just a short plane, you know, like 15 minutes, 1 hour, they didn't sell things. They just gave you orange juice or water, which everybody had already. I couldn't even offer her my orange juice. She wouldn't bother about that, you know? Wow. And I had to tell the lady next door to pray, and I told the gentleman next door, whatever. Oh, my God. What a job. I go on an airplane just to relax, close my eyes away from my destination, and then I got to work. But it was okay. I just hate it when it circles in the air, you know, at the second airport, and you don't know when it will be able to land. That's when I hate it more. Because it might run out of fuel. And everybody panics even more at that time. Yeah. Okay, kindness, okay? The whole thing, blah, 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 up to now is boiling down to kindness, yeah? And friendliness. People are very grumpy sometimes because they work very hard in life and they've been harassed by other people, yeah? And it goes around like a devil's circle, yeah? So we just break it. We have to break this devil's circle. Understand me? Because if we join in, we are also grumpy, and then the circle will get bigger and stronger and include us inside it. So if we are still outside the circle, we have the power to break it. Yeah. Once we are inside already, it's difficult. It takes a long time. Yeah. Until somebody comes and breaks it. Because if you're in a bad mood with somebody, it takes a long time for you to recover, no? So that means you enter the circle already and must wait until some really nice thing happens or some nice person comes to break it for you. It takes a long time. You are in the circle, it's very difficult to break. If you are inside a prison, difficult to break out, no? Okay. But if you're outside and you have the key, it's easier. Okay, now. Oh my God, just one of your questions. Not really question. Okay, I promise I'm going to shut up now. You guys can tell me, okay? Whatever you want, or ask questions, all right? Yeah. Go ahead. Next. Yeah. I'm sorry to have made you wait so long. The questioner, you want to ask? Yeah.
I would like.
Yes, please. There.
I don't want to be all the time.
No.
Yeah, I wanted to ask two things.
Yeah.
The first is, now you enter this Middle Europe, and we are all here. After the Second World War, there remained a lot of fear. I don't know where, all around, or is somewhere in the subconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, and now with the Balkan War, this happened again. So whatever bad in life happened again, is worse than before. So I think what you talked, this lack of love, is also sometimes in the air.
The bad energy, yeah.
Yeah, the bad energy.
But the Balkan
we can destroy it.
Wasn't as bad as the World War, no?
No, it was very, very terrible. It was very terrible, the Balkan War.
Yeah, because
in the 90s.
Because you were there, you witnessed it.
Beg your pardon?
Because you were in it. You were nearby.
Yeah, for everybody who is in it, I think for the people who are...
Of course, war is never beautiful. War is terrible for everybody. But it's not as bad. The scale was not as big as the World War, no? At least it didn't become World War.
Yeah.
See, so if you say it's getting worse, it's not getting worse.
In this territory, I wanted...
so what's your question now?
My question is, we arranged this interview with our president in Slovenia with promise that we meet again. And my question is,
You want to meet the president again? He promised?
Yeah, he
Okay.
wants us to. I mean, it will
interview?
be in June or July, but it will be informal, and you are invited if you can arrange.
That's good.
And there
So?
will be some kids and journalists, but all informal outside. So it can be here also if you think.
Could be here?
We can arrange that. If
You mean
possible.
he wants to come here?
We can suggest 2 or 3 places. So
No,
it
you
depends
mean-
on protocol.
I don't understand. You
Yeah.
meet him in his country, no?
Yeah, it's very near here.
I don't know if the
It's 1
president
hour.
would come here because we
It's
need
better there.
you need bodyguards and police and all that, and we can't afford it. We don't know any
Master
bodyguards.
is better there if you.
Yeah,
can,
that's what I mean.
But you are invited. So
I am invited? When?
it depends on you.
Oh,
The end of June or
okay.
July. Or
Maybe I
August.
think about it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what is your question?
The question is, he is also now, I think, like crying, like we all are.
Crying about what?
sometimes, because
Oh.
it is.
He's very sensitive,
What?
man.
Yeah.
Would you please go in sometime or send some good vegan food? Because I don't know if they
Yeah, we
cook
try
good
to do
food for
that.
him.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
do
know if
that.
they really cook good food. I don't know if the presidential people know how to cook vegan food. So can you please take care,
Yeah, we do.
Send it in and taste it first right in front of their faces so they know it's not poison. Yeah? And then send the rest if it's allowed. I really worry about him. He looks very skinny.
He's healthy. He's very, very.
Yeah, but
inside,
fine. But he works a lot, and I don't know if
he
he
had
has.
cancer. He had.
He did, but he don't have anymore, no?
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
he's very.
What I mean is, I don't know if the presidential people know how to cook really tasty food. No? So sometimes is it possible to cook for him?
Politics is sometimes
Volunteer
split
to
it.
cook?
Yeah.
Or at least volunteer to cook sometimes.
Yeah.
A really tasty vegan meal for him. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because he's a rare and good man. We must protect him. Okay? So, the question is, what can I do for you?
Not
you are
personally.
Slovenian people?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can I do for your country?
This small nation is just the first in this mosaic, and then it's Croatian and all others around. I mean, not just Yugoslavia, all others.
Yes.
What happened here sometimes, go all around, but it is
Yes,
the same
yes.
in Europe.
Yeah, it's
The
contaminated,
Europe
you know.
is now, yeah, it's very nice when the parliament is colorful, not just white and red or white and blue or white.
Which column? You mean
Yeah, I mean-
European Parliament?
Yeah.
Oh, how many people in there? I don't even take notice. They're doing a good job. The European Parliament is doing a good job.
Yeah. The candidate for our president is also one of the parliament group, and he's also vegetarian.
Oh,
Loisa
good.
Peterle, yes,
You mean the
is,
new president?
the end of December this year, we will
This
have
president
election
won't run
for
again?
the new president.
He won't run again?
Oh no, he's sick. I mean, he's sick of it. I think. I'm sorry to say like that. But
Okay, understand. He
don't
had
want
enough.
to be
Okay.
in
He
this
doesn't want to be in politics
yes.
again.
So you had this possibility to her in the interview. Why? Why
Okay,
it's like
okay,
that?
good,
Okay.
understand, yes.
The
So what is the question?
If we, with our love, can solve this, split it, feelings in people that, love and fear is always on the horizon. More love and less fear.
We are trying.
Yeah.
We are doing it, yes. But the whole of humankind is not always with us, yeah. Some of the humankind people are not with us always, so we have to carry everybody on our shoulders, more or less. So that's why it takes a little time. But didn't you see on Supreme Master TV that there's research saying that our world has been more peaceful than ever? And now U.S. troops are withdrawing. Yeah, UK troops withdrawing, French troops withdrawing from Afghanistan. You don't read the news.
Yeah.
You don't see SMTV.
It's true.
And now the U.S. already is considering withdrawing the troops. Even the Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice, supported, and the Defense Secretary supported, advocating for withdrawing the troops. So, what else you want me to do? I am doing it quietly with you. I can't just kill all the baddies so that all the world becomes good. No, we have to take time to let them turn around. Yes, because they are our fellow beings. You see, it's working. We're spreading good news. People are doing it. Yeah, they're doing what we want. You have to be happy. Yeah. My God. Next one. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Choco. How are you?
Bien.
Bien.
Yeah.
C'est bon.
Maître, j'ai 2 questions. Mais,
Okay, I'm going to give the microphone to a French translator.
Yeah. One translator? Are there any translators there?
Master.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Keep it. Yeah.
j'ai
I
2
have 2
questions.
questions. Yeah.
Mais avant cela, je vous remercie au nom de tous les initiés dans le monde entier d'avoir entré dans notre vie.
I want first to thank you very much in the name of all initiates that you came across into our lives.
La première question a trait au maître intérieur.
I have a question in regard of the inner master.
Le maître intérieur nous parle à chaque instant, mais nous sommes toujours occupés des choses de ce monde qu'on ne l'écoute pas.
The inner master always speaks to us and we never have time to listen to him.
Je me suis dit, il faudrait que j'écoute mon maître intérieur, puisque c'est ça la meilleure voie.
I feel that we have to listen to the inner master. That is the best way.
Maintenant, quand j'essaie d'écouter mon maître intérieur, je vois que je mets encore ma pensée là-dedans, mon mental.
That's right.
And now I feel that when I listen to my inner master, I found that I'm still listening also to my mind.
No, he said he put also his idea into it. Okay. Yeah. Correct. Yes.
Maintenant, quand j'essaie d'oublier d'oublier cela et que quelque chose se réalise dans ma vie, je me suis dit, j'ai déjà perçu cette voix, mais je ne l'ai pas écouté auparavant.
And sometimes I had this feeling. Sometimes something happens to my life and I feel, I didn't listen to this voice I heard inside.
The master's voice. Yeah. Okay.
The master's voice.
Mais, maintenant, la question, c'est comment à chaque fois essayer d'écouter le maître intérieur, puisque le maître nous parle à chaque instant, mais on n'arrive pas à l'écouter.
My question, Master, is how to listen to the inner master, because each time he speaks to us and we cannot listen to him.
It takes practice.
Cela demande de la pratique.
It takes practice to discriminate the inner guidance from the outer noise.
Cela demande de la pratique de distinguer entre le guide intérieur et le bruit extérieur.
Because we have also a lot of influences from the outside, apart from our mind.
Parce que non seulement nous avons l'influence de notre propre mental, mais aussi de l'extérieur.
So we have to practice. That's why you must meditate every day.
Donc il faut pratiquer, et c'est pour cela qu'il faut méditer tous les jours.
Yes, to remember who you are and that you are the real decider.
Pour se rappeler qui nous sommes et que nous sommes le vrai décideur.
You are the real master of your own destiny.
Que vous êtes le vrai maître de votre destinée.
And then you can decide things.
Et alors vous pourrez décider des choses.
And not being influenced by your brainwashed mind or the influence of other people and situations.
Et alors, vous ne pourrez plus être influencé par votre mental qui a été conditionné et par les autres à l'extérieur et les situations extérieures.
It's very difficult, I know.
Je sais que c'est très difficile.
That's why I tell you, continue to meditate.
C'est pour ça que je vous dis de toujours continuer à méditer.
If it's easy, I say, okay, come, get initiation, and then just die. No need to do anything else.
Si c'était facile, je vous aurais dit, venez vous initier, et puis après, il n'y aura plus qu'à mourir, il n'y a rien d'autre à faire.
We have been born in this world, life after life, and we have collected a lot of garbage.
Nous sommes nés dans ce monde, vie après vie, et nous avons collecté beaucoup de déchets, de mauvaises choses.
And now, even if you want to do good, you want to be good, it's still a struggle.
Et maintenant, quand vous voulez être bon, quand vous voulez faire du bien, ça demande encore des combats et de la lutte.
Many people I know that, so their last life they did many horrible things, and this life they follow me already, they follow the teaching, and they really try to discipline themselves. But the residues of their past horrendous karma are still clutching onto their being and still do harm unintentionally.
Je connais des gens qui ont eu des vies passées pas très belles et qui me suivent dans cette vie et qui pratiquent, mais à cause des résidus qui s'accrochent encore à eux et qui les retiennent, ils arrivent encore à faire des choses pas très bien.
Because like past life, past life that is something, and the energy is still hanging around in the universe. So whenever they're reborn again, it comes running, clutching back to them again.
Parce qu'on dit que qui se ressemblent, s'assemblent, les énergies qu'ils ont collectées mauvaises dans la dernière vie, elles les suivent dans cette vie-là, et quoi qu'ils essayent de faire, elles ressortent.
So sometimes they don't even want to do anything harmful, but by being themselves, they can cause harm to other people, or even to me.
Et parfois, même s'ils veulent pas faire de mal, eh bien, ils arrivent quand même, même en voulant pas faire de mal ni à maître ni aux autres, ils font quelque chose de pas très bien.
Mm-hmm. That is what is meant by the master takes on the karma of the disciples.
Et c'est ce qu'on veut dire par le maître prend le karma des disciples. Et c'est ce que l'on entend par le maître prend le karma des disciples.
Okay. And so, consequently, it's similar to you. You might also be influenced by the karma of other people as well.
Et donc, par conséquent, c'est ce qui peut te correspondre et que tu peux être influencé par le karma des autres.
So it takes a lot of sincerity and reflection in order to be yourself again, to be your saintly self, your godly self again, in order to really know what is good for you and not to be influenced by external circumstances or other people's minds and opinions, and even your own mind.
Et donc, cela va te demander beaucoup de réflexion et beaucoup de pratique pour être vraiment, pour se retrouver vraiment soi et avoir son esprit sain, son esprit de pratique, de ne pas être influencé par les autres et d'être son vrai soi.
This world is like that. It's a big influence on everybody.
Ce monde est comme ça. Il a une grosse influence sur tous.
I know some people who I knew from past lives. They came from 5th level, 4th level, and they come down here. They still mixing around and doing like everybody else, and even not very proper conduct sometimes, because they've been influenced so much by all kinds of traditions, backgrounds, parents teaching, school teaching, society, national interest, everything. And they do not even get up to the 5th level again or the 4th level again in this lifetime. They have to be reborn and do it again. They don't even find a master. For example, like that. I knew some, but they will not, of course, go down into the hell or anything like that after they die, but still, they won't regain their original status because they were born into this world. Very dangerous world we are in. And they plague me also with all kinds of disaster and trouble and suffering, just to keep me here even. Myself. But we have to know what we want, We have to. We don't give up. We have to go above all this in order to get home. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Bless yourself, protect yourself with the things I teach you, with all the moral measurements also. And then you will be safer. And then you will get back your status, okay? A divine status. Otherwise, you can be divine also, but lower level, Low 3rd level, middle 3rd level, maybe or high third level, but not above the third world. Or maybe not above the fourth world, yeah, to go back to the fifth world. Among us, among our group, and only among our group, there are some people from the 6th and 7th levels who came down to assist my mission also. But right now, they're not even on the 4th, or the 4th maybe, but not even the 5th yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh? The way home is more difficult than the way down here. To slide out on the slide is easy. From the mountain top to the mountain foot is easier than to climb back up. Capish? So be diligent. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. And judge things by the moral standards. Yeah, the 5 precepts. See if anything harmful or not to anybody according to that. That is a guideline for you. Yeah, and then protect yourself by reciting the holy names all the time and concentrate within whenever you can. The holy names. And keep the gift with you. Whoever got the gift. Anything that helps you, you keep it with you all the time. All right? Then, even if you don't know whether this is a master talking inside or is this your mind interpreting, at least you don't do any harm. Yeah? And you are protected. Okay? All right. Il y a encore autre chose? Voilà.
J'ai déjà eu la réponse à la question.
C'est tous? Okay, bon. Anyone else, baby? Wow, how long since I came here? 11:30, right? Or 12:30? 12. Wow. Now it's almost 3 o'clock. How many hours we've been blah-blahing? 2.5? Okay, we take a little pause, yeah? For fresh air? Yeah. Meditation 6 hours is not really very good. Every 3 hours you make a little break, okay? Maybe 10 minutes even. Not like break completely, not like a complete pause, yeah? But go out a little bit, 10, 15 minutes, yeah? And then if you want, yeah? If you don't want, you stay here. And drink cold water or something, refresh yourself, walk around, fresh air, and come back, okay? Every 3 hours. I know somebody makes this schedule for 6 hours, but that's optional, all right? Optional. 3 hours, take a little rest. If you can wait that long, 3 hours, you just go out automatically, okay? And like, for example, 11 o'clock you meditate, right? Right all the way to 5. Can you do that? Did you? Was it okay? You prefer that way? Then it's fine, huh? No, because the schedule, like meditate from 11 to 5. Is that okay? Yes. Okay, then up to you. Then you don't need. Me need fresh air. It's stinking around here. Okay, you want to continue meditate or you want to have a little rest? Rest, 10 minutes. 15. I'll make it 20. All right, because too many people. Okay. Half an hour enough? Go toilet, refreshing. Huh?
Swim a little bit.
Swimming?
10 minutes?
Okay, if you want to. Go swim. Okay. Anybody want to go to swim, go swim, but half an hour only, come back, okay? Okay? Otherwise, you came here just to swim then. 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. All right? What? I know that, but you need a little physical help, no? Okay, 1 hour, okay? So that you can swim. Everybody walk around or swim or do whatever. 1 hour later, come back, yeah? 4 o'clock, come back to meditate, okay? Yeah. You're welcome.